This is the plaintiff, Yvonne Paisley. She says she rented an apartment from the defendant for 5 years, and she thought they had a rock-solid relationship. That is, until she moved out and now can't seem to get her security returned. The defendant has no right to keep her money and is just doing so out of spite. She's suing for $1,200, the amount she's owed. This is the defendant, Olive Drysdale. She says the plaintiff stayed an extra 4 days and caused lots and lots of damage to the place. In fact, it was downright filthy, and she can't believe the woman lived in those horrible conditions for so long. She has every right to keep her money to cover the repairs and knows she's in the right. She's accused of unlawfully keeping security.
Yvonne Paisley or Paisley?
Yes, Paisley.
Paisley. You are suing Olive Drysdale?
Correct.
For $1,200, the amount of your security deposit that you want returned to you that has not been returned.
Correct.
Tell me what's going on.
Okay. On July 31st, I moved out of Miss Drysdale apartment.
How long had you been living there?
Approximately 5 years.
Oh.
I moved there September
Was she a good tenant?
2005.
Very. Very good. Okay. How sad. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Okay. So on that night of July 31st, we had to take the garbage out. So my boyfriend and I were cleaning out the garbage. So he asked her if he could leave the garbage.
Come on up. Were you there when he asked her?
No, I wasn't.
Come on up, boyfriend. What's your name?
Kenneth Duncan.
Okay, Mr. Duncan, did you call on July 31st and have a conversation with Ms. Drysdale?
I was right there, and I spoke to her person to person.
Okay, does she live there?
Yes, she lives above.
Oh, okay, so she lives on the same premises?
Right.
Okay, and what was your conversation with her?
I asked her if you could leave the garbage in the apartment because, you know, it was so much. And
how much garbage?
Beds, you didn't want the beds anymore.
Beds
you know,
and
you know, the rugs.
The rugs,
stuff of that nature.
okay.
Yeah, we just.
And you wanted to leave it there until when?
Until trash day, which was
on trash day. Would they pick up beds and rugs?
Yes, on Tuesday.
on
Really?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
I know, but did they pick up your beds and your rugs? Where you're from?
Brooklyn.
Yes, Brooklyn.
Yeah, no, but I mean, they'll just take beds and rugs and whatever's out there. They don't say, no, we don't take that. You need to go to the dump or you need to make other. They don't do that.
They take it.
Wow. Okay, so what happens?
And she said it was okay, but then when I went into the house and I told my girlfriend, she said, I'm going to go ask her myself.
Right.
I did just that.
Okay.
Right. When he came in and he said that Miss Olive said it was okay to leave it there and come back on Monday to put it up Monday night because Tuesday is Tuesday morning. I said, let me go and ask her myself because I know how she is.
Okay.
I went outside and I asked Miss Olive, I said, Miss Olive, did you state it to him that I can leave the trash inside and come back on Monday night to put it out? She said, yes, I did.
Okay. Did anybody say, like, rent-free or without charging me or anything else? Nobody discussed that part. You felt it was implicit in the request that that's just a favor she's doing for you, not that she was going to charge you rent for those days.
Right, correct.
Okay. All right, so go on.
We on Saturday night, we left. So I kept the key, you know, knowing that she said it's okay to come back on Monday to put it out for Tuesday.
31st was what? Wait, what?
Saturday.
It was Saturday.
July 31st.
So Sunday
was a
passes,
Saturday.
Monday passes. At the end of Monday, really Tuesday morning when the wee hours, because you get there at 1 in the morning, you come over and you put out.
Right.
You didn't do the walkthrough at 1 in the morning, obviously.
No,
so
I didn't.
On the next day, you call her and you do a walkthrough.
Right.
And so you do the walkthrough, and what does she tell you?
So she walked in every room, the bathroom, the kitchen, and so forth. So I said, is everything okay? She said, it's fine. Then she went over to the blinds. When she went over to the blinds in my daughter's room, she rolled it up. And the one in my bedroom, I know it couldn't roll up. So the chain was off. So that I'm aware of. The one in the living room.
Why is it broken?
I think when I pull it down too far, so it doesn't roll.
Okay.
Right. So it came off the chain. So I said, okay, so I know that one needs to be fixed. I didn't have an issue with that. Then the one in the living room, she went in there and she said it couldn't roll up either. So I said, why it can't roll up? So I went in there and I moved it myself. It rolled up. I have pictures here to show you how the apartment.
Let me see them.
And also of the blinds.
At that point, what did you anticipate would be withheld? Just the one blind?
Well, I'm figuring, you know, maybe she might take maybe $100 or $200. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So when I called her back, she stated to me that she's going to take $400 out of it for not moving out on time because I didn't give her the key. So I said, why would you take $400? That's $100 a day. She said, that's what it costs, and that's how it is.
What is your rent?
$1,250, yes.
Okay, so go on.
Okay, so I stated to her, okay, $400, you're going to take $100 a day? She said, yeah, that's what it is. And the blinds got to get fixed.
How old were those blinds? You'd had them there for 5 years.
Well, I had them there for approximately 5 years since I've been there.
So what does she end up doing? She ends up sending you a check for how much?
She haven't sent me anything.
All right, Ms. Drysdale, why are you keeping the money?
First of all, she moves out on August the 4th. And I told her I'm going to withhold $400.
Well, tell me what happened on the 31st. Both of them say they had a conversation with you where you said, yeah, you can keep the last few items in there until garbage day.
No, Judge.
They're lying about that. Both of them are lying.
Yep.
All right, so now it's August 4th. You do a walkthrough and tell me about the blinds.
Well, the blind was broken.
Do you have an estimate for the repair of the blinds?
Yes.
May I see it? And do you also have the receipts for the blinds at the time of purchase so I know what they cost?
Don't have that receipt, you can judge. And I have a return letter where I wrote her.
So what is this $455 estimate from Gimbal? This is for what? For brand new blinds in the 3 spots?
Yes, you're right.
Okay. And what about repairing them? If it's just the mechanism that's off, why can't they be repaired?
You can call. I have a paper here. You can call and find out from the guys that take the estimate, come and give me the estimate.
Why didn't they just put it here? They're not fixable. That would have been easy, right?
Okay, they're not fixable.
All right, so you sent her a letter that she apparently didn't pick up, is that it?
Yeah, because she said she moved to Maryland.
You mind if I open your mail?
No.
I don't want to commit a federal offense. How did you come up with $380 for rent for the 4 days?
Because it's the month of July, 31st, and you divide 31 by $1,200.
I come up with $161. How do you come up with $380? We want to take $1,250, divide it by 31 days, and then that's how much it costs per day, and it's 4 days, so we're going to multiply that by 4, and that comes up to $161, not $380. All right, in any event, in this letter that wasn't picked up, because for whatever reason, there's a check for you for $420, because she wanted to keep $400 for the shades and $380 for that she thought was right for the rent. Now, these are the pictures. And according to you, 1 is broken, not all 3.
Right, 1 in my bedroom.
And according to you, 2 are broken or 3 are broken?
2 or 3 are broken, and Kevin knows that.
Yeah, I guess the answer is no if you haven't said anything, but you don't have a video to show that they're broken.
No, but I have a tape where I have a recording where she said, don't worry about it, I'll pay for them.
Oh, let's hear it. Go ahead and hand that to me.
So does the clock keep ticking until the plaintiff gets all of the stuff out?
The clock keeps ticking, and he keeps on paying rent.
So you keep paying rent?
You keep paying rent.
Is that right? If you leave a couple of things behind, you keep paying rent?
That's correct. Personal belongings are part of what he owns. So
why isn't it just abandoned if you leave some stuff behind? I don't get it.
Well, then maybe the owner can take the sofa as their own then.
Or whatever the property is.
Yeah.
Got your point. Going inside the courtroom.
I called and I left you a message that I'm going to try and get someone to see if they could fix the blinds and for you to call me back, but I didn't receive a call back. Monday.
Okay. So what's the point? The point is she wants to get somebody to fix them for a reasonable rate. She doesn't want to get charged $400 for the... You have to understand, these are blinds that served a purpose for 5 years. You have a receipt that says, oh, we're going to get you all new blinds. I don't know if they can be fixed or cannot be fixed because that same person doesn't say to me, oh, a repair, by the way, would be $30, but, or no, you can't repair it. I've got you miscalculating how much the 4 days rent would be. Okay, I've got 2 people who say that you never said you'd charge them rent, that you let them leave it there. Let's assume that you have to pay for those 4 days because at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to get all your stuff out on July 31st, even if it's inconvenient because it's not garbage day. In any event, it's $161 you're entitled to withhold for those days, if that was your intent, to just withhold for those days. All right? And as for the blinds are concerned, based on the pretty blatant lack of proof that you have, but her admission that one of them is broken, no. I'm going to allow you to withhold $100 for the blinds. That means that you have to return the remainder of that, which is $989 verdict for the plaintiff.
Judge, she didn't say she said the shades. That's what she said.
If you make a side deal with your landlord, I am telling you, you better get it in writing or you're going to lose.